Alright, what is up, gang? I don't know if that's how you start a video, but okay. So, since last time, a couple of things have happened. The World Cup's been going on. Cricket's been kind of stagnant, but like, stagnant. At least on the male side of things, the Women's World Cup seems a bit interesting, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's been that interesting. But the NBA off-season, that's what we're going to be talking about today. The NBA off season, right? Where do I start? Actually, I know where to start. Our last video. Giannis. He's coming to the Heat. Could not be happier. Are we competing this year? No. No. We have like negative shooting, I wanna say, with Giannis at the 4, Bam at the 5. I guess Norman Powell's cool. Davion Mitchell's a bit sus when it comes to his shooting. Um, Obviously Andrew Wiggins. Our one guy who could shoot title hero was who we traded, other than, uh, Jaime Jaquez or whatever. Again, I did warn you, I'm not like an expert at these. Actually, cricket maybe, but like, basketball is not my forte. At least not the trading side of things. It's more so the playing side of games that I'm concerned with. But yeah, Giannis to the Heat. That was like a trade that was supposed to happen for a while, with Giannis being like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave. Y'all better trade around me, and like, we better win a championship." Fuck it. Y'all better trade around me, get me a championship, or else I'm out. But that didn't happen. Uh, I mean, they did trade for like Dame. That was, I think, the happiest moment of Giannis' career outside of Drew Holiday. But yeah, he's coming to the Heat. I think we have more assets than what Milwaukee would have had in like 10 years maybe. But uh, we're unfortunate to lose Tyler Hero. I don't know how he'll be treated in Milwaukee, but like it is what it is, man. You gotta end of the day, the NBA is a business. But yeah, Giannis to the Heat is it's a trade of all time. Um, Next up we have Julius Randle to the Nets. I mean, yeah, Nick Claxton did put the Bulls in the same trade, but like, what's surprising is you could have gotten something. Okay, great. But you could have gotten something for Julius Randle. He's not like the worst player on like the worst team. So like a salary dump is what I thought in the beginning. But like he wasn't exactly being paid like an ungodly amount of money to where you had to salary dump him. Um, but yeah, I mean Chicago's still rebuilding. I don't think they cared enough about Nick Claxton coming over. I guess I mean they should. Nick Claxton's pretty good at setup. But like overall, don't think that makes a massive difference for Chicago. Let's see if he figures it out. Or should I just? I'm gonna stash the time actually first of all. Okay, cool. And then we'll let him. Okay. Anyways, that happened. Now to the point where coming to why Julius Randle was dumped is LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves. What? They got him for Nas Reed and like a second round or like a first round pick, I guess like 2033, I think it was. A couple of swaps, but like Minnesota swaps are going to be as is. Uh, so yeah, just like bad picks. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Timberwolves came out as like clear winners of that trade, at least in my opinion, and it's not exactly close. Uh, they got LaMelo Ball for like okay, and Nasri, you will be feeling it, especially if you're a fan over the franchise. I feel like the franchise can still cope with Nasri being gone. They have Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels. the best player on their team. I mean, obviously Anthony Edwards, but like, you know what I mean. They got not okay. He knows how to play, but so do I. He's gonna have to accusate me. Expect him. He did. Okay, but yeah, that's that's where we're at. How does LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards as a front court look? I think there's a bit of a mismanagement of sort when it comes to the handling of the ball, especially at the 1 and 2. And then you see that there is not exactly a lot of defense on. Okay, there's not exactly a lot of defense on that side either. Now that they've extended Ayo to Sumo as well. That just leaves like the three spot empty, basically. At least that's what I feel. And so in an ideal world, they start trading for another three guard. But like, how is my biggest doubt for them. But yeah, that's something for sure. What else do we have to talk about? Alright, the Hornets. The other guys in the deal. I think they got fleeced. I don't think they got fleeced because they like voluntarily chose to do this. They could have waited till the trade deadline. Maybe some other potentially better offers, but like they traded away one of their best. I saw the Kenny Beecham video on this. LaMelo Ball is like the best offensive player on their team, especially with almost every player on the team. So like trading someone who's like the core engine of your offense, although you do have Conquerable, Brandon Miller, they extended Kobe White as well. Like, yes, those guys are there, but like LaMelo Ball was kind of the main guy you had in like the most successful season you've had in a long, long time. So that's a questionable. Is he going for my bed? I think I might lose my bed here. But yeah, uh, I don't really like the trade from Charlotte side, but it's all right. I mean, they get Naz Reid. Naz Reid's pretty cool. I mean, he's loved out there in Minnesota for a reason, isn't he? I'm gonna stay at my base. I don't know where the fuck you got. I don't think I should wipe. Wipe? Void. I have to wipe it. Like, have fun at that. Uh, yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm hoping and praying that Giannis works out. I mean, if somehow, I mean, we'll make the playoffs this year. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we're better than like the Raptors after this at least. So that's a dub in my books. But I don't know how far we'll make it, with the Celtics. Oh, yeah, the Celtics remind me. Who wants Jalen Brown? There's so many rumors around. He's like, oh, he's going to be traded for the Giannis package, which he was offered. I have no clue why they did not take Jalen Brown and they chose to go with Tyler Hero. Isn't it? Aren't they like the same age? Or like, maybe not the same age, but like the age gap isn't massive between them. There he is. Okay. But yeah, the very questionable choices all around. At least from I'm looking at this from like an instantly competing side. Okay, I'm losing this fight. Yeah, that's fair. Did I? But yeah, um, very questionable decision making by all front offices. Or maybe not all, couple of them. But yeah, Pat Riley decided to pick up for us. We missed out on KD, David Lillard, Donovan Mitchell. There's so many people we missed out on. Even Jalen Brown for that matter. Kyrie Irving. There was a Zion thing happening for a bit as well. But we did strike one of the best players in the world today. What is this map? That's a side brush. On both sides? That's good. Okay, maybe on both sides. With that, we do have that concluding. Now for football. I don't exactly. I mean, I am following the World Cup. That's not what I'm saying. What the? Why are you already here? Why are you comboing me? Well, that's my bad. Uh, but yeah. Whoa, buddy. How dare you? That's racist. That was just for this bed now. But yeah. The World Cup. It's been something for sure. Uh, Ronaldo's told for the first game that he had. I'm dying here. Yeah. Ronaldo's told for the first game he had. I mean, okay, I'm going to talk about the people that I know basically. Ronaldo was ass in the first game. I saw that shit live. Uh, what was it? I think it was a draw to like Cape Verde. No, it wasn't Cape Verde. I like Congo, I think it was. I don't remember. Like a 1-all draw. And then bro just decided to wake up in the next match, had two goals the opening 30 minutes. I was like, yeah, that's the person I know people call the GOAT as. That's who Speed was crying for. That was funny. Uh, that happened. Messi scores a hat trick in his first game. Now I don't know a lot of football, but that's cool as shit. Kylian Mbappe with a brace, Haaland with a brace. So this feels like a superstar World Cup where all superstars decide to actually play the game. But then we go about yesterday's match, right? Today, according to IST, it is today, but like it's basically yesterday. Essentially, Germany lost to Ecuador 2-1. Now look, I am empowered by majority of our teams playing for Germany, or rather, majority of Germany's team made up of our players. You know, they have so many good guys on there, and they lose to Ecuador. That dude, too, like, come on, bro. That was not supposed to happen. That it just felt wrong. It just felt like Germany was all over the place. There was just too many hard fouls being committed. Actually, on both ends, to be fair. I felt like there was a penalty in between that wasn't given to us. Could have sworn it was a foul. I think it was given a foul. I wasn't paying proper attention to the game at that point. But whatever, I don't know. I think it was Kimmich in the box. I'm not sure. Uh, but yeah, that was a bit sad to watch, honestly. After a minute, we get a reset. That's cool. Almost killed him. Close enough. He's probably gonna get cleaned up, I think. But going back, that was not supposed to happen. And then the US Turkey game. Oh, that was beautiful. It was just good football all around. At least it's the type of football I like to see. As a fan getting into the sports, I don't exactly enjoy. Let's call it haram ball, right? Or like essentially haram ball, where teams just shove every single player into the box and they're like, yep, now let's see you score. And like, it doesn't exactly make for a fun game. I mean, obviously it doesn't. But like, I completely understand it from like a strategic point of view, where when you have like no chance of winning against a team, like something like a Doctor Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, against like Spain, I think it was, or whoever, like a small market team against like a massive team that's like a competitor in this world. You're just not winning that match. Alright, it's better you just pack your bags and like, try your best too. Huh? Okay. Is he coming over? He is running over. I am out of here. Okay, okay, he knows how to do the fuck. We're not terrible ourselves. Brother, do you mind? Can you not? Okay. I have not know how that worked out, but I ain't complaining. Uh, yeah, man, that was a good day of mine overall. Um, I don't exactly, I don't exactly have a lot more to talk about. Again, the point of this channel is that I will sit and yeah, low light. Uh, that was a low light the whole time. I think there's one after that, but like, okay, I guess. Hmm. All right, England, New Zealand, the men's test series that's going on. Why is my face? Excuse me. I have not been following it. All right. All I care about there is Glenn Phillips, right? Probably my favorite player in today's game. Like, I love fielding, right? As a player, who, plays a sport. I love fielding. Fielding's like my favorite part of this game. I love to be on the field and like dive around, stop boundaries and shit. You know, catch difficult catches. It just brings a good amount of fun to me. And to see someone do it at a clip that's like higher than at least on an effort scale where like no one's exactly ow, that's not nice. But yeah, as someone who puts in so much effort into that, he automatically becomes a player that I like. Ow. Okay. I guess this will be the last game. Let's try to get a good game, yeah. So, seeing him get 100 and that duel between him and Jofra Archer. Jofra Archer, I think, is like one of the best bowlers in the world today. Like, as on, what is it, 25th, 26th June? What is the date today? 26th June, yeah, 2026. Oh, it's 26, 6, 26. That's nice. But yeah, as on 26, 6, 26, I feel like Jofra Archer is one of the best bowlers in the world. And, there was a lot of doubt surrounding him when, like, people just think that, oh, bowling at a high clip, how is he going to sustain his shoulder, his knees, his back, the injury concerns, with the multiple surgeries he's had and whatnot. Then he bowls in the IPL, gets Rajasthan to the, what was it, the second qualifier. They did beat us. That's why I'm like, forgetting that memory, just like putting it in the back burner, not thinking about it a lot. But yeah, for him to get all of that doubt, even after such a beautiful season in the IPL, and people thinking that he might not be as effective in the test format was, I think, in my opinion, a bit questionable coming in. I mean, yeah, he hasn't exactly been effective. I don't think he's played a test match in like a long time, you know. But like he did start becoming a prominent name in the cricketing sphere due to an Ashes series, which is a test format. If you know that or not. And so for y'all to judge on oh, that's what I thought. I'm dead. Oh man, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, Jafra Arts is pretty cool. That fight against Glenn Phillips where he had to bring out the glasses just to see the ball a bit better. Oof, goosebumps. Goosebumps. I wanted to see that live. I missed out. Other than that though, I haven't really kept up with that series. I don't like. Did you die? Thanks. So yeah, that's cool. Watching two teams duel it out. And as for India, we didn't have that series against Afghanistan. That was pretty sad in general. Just like beating on someone. It's like Eddie Hall versus those two dudes. It's like normal sized human beings. It's not fair. It's not fair. Great to see Gurbaz getting a century in the ODI series. So that was pretty cool. I still don't believe in India as a ODI team. Like I'm sorry, not enough confidence in the ODI side of our cricket. Yeah, that did not work out. I was trying to have a ladder clutch. Yeah. Did I get it? I'm spending way too much time on that. I think. Uh, but yeah, I'm sorry. we've just been training our youngins or like just the players in general for shorter forms of the formats of the sport and like priority towards ODI, which I feel like is the penultimate or like G format where you want display excellence. I am going to die to him again. No, I'm not. I feel like we haven't exactly prioritized ODI cricket enough as a country, as a nation. Obviously, Test cricket has lost its importance years ago, right? Where uh, players like Cheteshwar Pujara were praised and like worshipped essentially. Now, Bichara, the poor dude has to like commentate for T20 cricket, which exactly isn't his forte. He didn't even play the IPL as much. But like, as a nation, we've forgotten the importance of Test cricket. The groundwork for how grassroots level cricket was established to figure out new talents. And we're just like, nah, it's going to. I mean, okay, as a player, I'm not complaining. Alright, it is much. Can I just. Okay. It is much easier to. Okay, man. I just have the equipment over it. So I'm just gonna move up with his ass. But yeah, it's just easy to play T20 cricket. And I'm not talking about the flat tracks and like the shorter format. Like I'm talking of okay, yeah, it is a short format. But like I'm not talking about international cricket alone. I'm talking from like the grassroots level itself. T20 cricket isn't hard. You know, how does he have sharp? Okay. T20 cricket does not exactly require like a lot of skill. Obviously, someone like Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the way his bat moves from his hand, that is skill, right? Now, is he a teenager? I don't think I'm gonna get into that today. But T20 as a format does not require as much skill as like Test or ODI cricket. Okay. Did he just what? Okay. But yeah. Um T20 cricket 2. Is he here already? He's basically here. Um so yeah, I do not believe in India as a whoa. Brother, do you mind? What am I doing? I don't even think he meant that. I think I'm dead here about like guys, it is over. Okay. But yeah, that's enough for today. I don't know where we start. There's no I mean obviously there's going to be no structure to these videos. I start off with something, I end off completely different. Uh I'll try to change that a bit next time around where like you kinda understand what I'm talking about. And like the entire video surrounds one topic. I was initially thinking that this video is going to be only about basketball and like the trades surrounding it, but then I went up to football and then going over to cricket, which was like isn't even exactly how modern cricket's going. Well, yeah, that's gonna be about it. I shall see you all the next time I decide to record. Bye bye.